and gentlemen, they are America's first and foremost party band, the Kingsmen!
Back in the late 60s, early 70s, we had a fella that played with us in the Kingsmen, and he's gone on to be extremely successful, and I don't know how many of you know this or not, but Yank lives here in Florida, and we've invited him to come up and do Louie Louie with us. Now, Yank also, I want you to know this, he is a pretty incredible human being. His organization has given over $1 billion in food to hungry people all around the world. Yank, where are you? There he is. Yank Barry. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Did this a few times.
Okay. Now, what we have to do first is make sure that we can tune it up.
I thought he was younger.
You thought he was?
I was.
Okay, so we have to tune it up. Give me a note, Mr. Music. Everybody.
In 1967, I was with a group called the Footprints, and we had a chart record called Never Say Die on Capitol Records. And the group decided to break up, and there were auditions at the Cheetah Club in New York City, and the managers who had bought the ad in the Village Voice were Joe Scandori and Mel Shane, who were pretty infamous in those days. Wow. They had Tommy James and the Shondells and the Shirelles, a bunch of acts. As a matter of fact, Joe managed Don Rickles, who was already a pretty big comedian, Toady Fields. I went to the audition, and there were two auditions that day. I don't even know if I ever told Dick about this. One audition was with a group called the Kingsmen, and another audition was a group called the Association. And I passed both auditions, but the other guys were boring. And Louie Louie was so exciting.
Mr. Music?
Tell me about Yank 4 years ago. I mean,
You're just a kid anxious to go out and play some music and have a good time, make some money. And there were a lot of promises made back then of things to come, and we were all just happy to see it continue. And now it's like it's come full circle now.
Seeing what Yank has done since he was traveling as the Kingsman, the amount of people that he's fed through Global Village, and it's worldwide, it's not just in the United States. Seeing the work that he does, you just can't help but want to join in. Even if I were hungry, which I've been over the years, we all have our ups and downs, I would be all over this project because there's nothing better than to help your fellow humans, and Yank is, he's a stellar human being.
For me, it's a thrill. It's going backwards in a good way. A lot of times when you go backwards, it doesn't feel that good. Tonight's going to be a real cool thrill. I probably would have, I was invited to do all the songs. I would have loved to, you know, but it's like getting back into a marriage where I want to do it a little slower. And
he's not up to the saddle sores. Yeah, you get saddle sore when you play 30 songs a night.
It's great to have them on board as Global Village champions.
Well, it's more of a thrill for us, because to be involved with one of our past Kingsmen, one of our, I guess you'd say, brothers in music, and to see that, you know, they've put over $1 billion into feeding people who are hungry, who can't put together a meal, you know. It's really an honor for us that he would even consider having us be Global Village champions when he's got the names that he's got.
Well, he's the only really successful person that's ever been in the Kingsmen.
That's true.
You know, out of all the members that we've had come and go, I mean, for
That's
crying
true.
out
He
loud.
still pays for dinner.
No kidding, yeah.
Are you ready? No, 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 no. Are you ready? Here we go.
I know Dick has probably watched 5 or 6 of the YouTubes, and I usually mix up the verses, but no one knows the difference.
That's right.
But the biggest thrill was when the London Daily News wrote from Louie Louie to Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Wow.
The reason why it was such a big thrill is because everyone knows what the Nobel Peace Prize is, but they knew what Louie Louie was.
Right.
You know,
That's true.
and that's what's really cool.
Exactly.
For even to be in the same headline was very, very cool.
And you know, for us, coming from where we've come from with the FBI investigating us and following us for over a year, and to think that Louie Louie can be associated with something that's doing so much good, it's pretty incredible.